What's up? If I can stop being a retard, I may be able to at least do something here. That'd be great. If my pure inexperience of live streaming is not being completely exposed right now. All I want to hear is just the chat thing over here. That's it. Actually, what am I doing? I'm a retard. Well, while I'm over here fiddling and looking like a complete fool, what do you guys thought about season 8? If I can get this. Oh my god. Huh. Quick check. You guys can hear me, right? That's better. Is that I can only see the chat now. All right, that works. All right. Welcome to my very first live stream. I have exactly no fucking idea what I am doing right now, but I thought this would be a good way to instantaneously share my thoughts about season 8 and how everything went down and how the fandom is now a complete shit show once again. But in other news, water is wet. Okay, first things first. Allure fucking died. Allure is dead. Allure is gone. Turns out those leaks were real after all, and Allure has fastly bit the dust. Not exactly in the way that I expected. I expected more so of her to die in a fiery kind of battle, something like that. Not just, I'm just gonna walk into some little old tan, you know what, and just sacrifice my soul, something like that. Pretty much everybody, Hagar, I think Lothar as well, all of them did. If I'm, my honest overall opinion about season 8, I think it could have been done a tad bit better. I think it's pretty mediocre. Some things could have been done a little bit better, in my opinion. I mean, of course, Lance's whole character could have been very improved from the get-go. A lot of stuff that happened in Lance this season made no sense, like the Italian marks. I mean, it's great for fan service, but the Italian marks makes next to no sense. I mean, basically from what I saw, he got the Italian marks just about from a kiss. And that makes absolutely, like, what's the logic behind that? And it's never exactly been applied that humans, I don't know if it's just a humans thing, I don't know if it's just a ordinary species thing, when you kiss an Altean, you get Altean marks. That, in my opinion, was just purely just for fan service and nothing more. Okay, while we're at it, let's go see some of the many Voltron tumblers on, well, Tumblr right now. Let's see how many people are reacting. What the flying fuck is this? I don't know why I asked. What's up? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to this absolute shit show of a stream. This is my very first time live streaming. Again, welcome to an absolute dumpster fire of a stream. Okay, let's see. One thing, let's get across our chest first. About the LGBT rep again. I don't understand. Okay, so all season long, everybody has just been saying, we're good with any kind of rep. We want rep. We just want rep. Then when you guys just get rep, you guys start saying, oh, it was rust and poorly done. It was damage control. It's not proper LGBT rep. Like, can we guys make up our minds here? Like, what exactly do you guys want in LGBT rep? You guys can't be picky on everything. This has just been like a purist minority standpoint. Even my own race is guilty of this from time to time. We just be extremely picky over just some really bonehead crap. And speaking of my race, a lot of people are flipping the fuck out of Allura dying because she was a so-called woman of color. Color is okay. People, okay. As a black man myself, man, black people can die. I mean, there's literally a stereotype that the black person dies first in the movies. I mean, it's literally been way established that black people can very much die. I mean, even though it wasn't, that makes no sense. I mean, we're human as well. Humans die the same way a white guy can die by a bullet, a black guy can die by a bullet. It's just the way of life. I just don't necessarily understand why people are just flipping over shit about that. I mean, if people actually pay attention to the leaks and understood the quality of the art and stuff like that, I saw this coming from a mile away, honestly. I mean, back when the leaks first came out, kept saying the leaks were real. I mean, the shading is just way too well done. I mean, nobody in this fandom is going to mimic Laura dying, first of all. Nobody in this fandom wanted Laura to die. So I know nobody in this fandom was going to make art of Laura dying. That's one thing. And of course, like I said in the last video, the art is just flat out way too well done. Ugh. Like, most of these posts here is just your basic, oh, we didn't have proper LGBT rep. Most of them are pissed off that KLANCE is dead and stuff like that, which I am absolutely jumping for joy about. I am as happy as a kid on Christmas that KLANCE is a goner. All that cancer, all that blackmailing, all that bullshit for nothing. How does that feel, Clanties? It must hurt to do all of that crap and just all for nothing. That's incredible. My biggest question is, why is Shield there if he's dead? I don't quite understand what you mean by that, if Shield's dead. I mean, Shield's still alive. Let's see. Can you please elaborate on that question? I'm not 100% understand what you mean by that. Let's try to go back and some more comments. Let's see where we can go back on. Apparently, Otay and Lance was just a throw-in. Yeah, absolutely a throw-in. That's just fan service at its core. It makes no sense, has no logic behind it, but it just satisfies the fans. All the fans have been just praying and just begging for Otay and Lance ever since all like the AUs and stuff like that since like season 1. So they just threw it in to satisfy the fans, and you know what? It works. That's the thing. A lot of people are pissed off that they said that the Voltron crew screwed them over, but at the same time, it's really the fandom's fault. I mean, the fandom is the one that's eating this stuff up so much. All the stock crew is doing, it is producing what the fandom wants. The fandom want Otay and Lance, they give them Otay and Lance. The fandom expectations were so low as far as like what they want. I mean, literally, the fandom has just been very inconsistent about how they want things. So of course the staff man probably give a rat's ass how they displayed things. And yes, I did watch season 8. I did skip through a few parts, like some of the filler parts. So if I missed something, that would not surprise me at all. That's about how my luck goes. Some boring filler comes up, I just skip through it and just watch the images fly by, and then I end up skipping something important. I hate when that happens. But yeah, my overall opinion on season 8 is just, I think it was just pretty mediocre. It wasn't bad by any means. It is 10 times better than what She-Ra is shitting out, but it could have been done better. Okay, let's see. It's sad that Lance is being reduced to a farmer and that he would never get over Laura. Another thing about Lance, this is Lance in a nutshell. Lance is a character with so much potential and is so much capable of just so much more, but they just degrade him down to low expectation, to the bare minimum, as long as it satisfies some of the fans that eat it up a lot. I mean, Lance's character development. What character development? Lance has barely had any character development from the get-go, and it's just been somewhat irrelevant. It's kind of just been a just there character. Got a random notification. Okay. I have no idea where it was from. I'm gonna bet $10 it's from the Plants video. And you can always just. It's so many ways Lance could have been done so much better. I mean, like, how can I put this really? I mean, of course, I said character development for like the 100th millionth time, but like his whole what was his really pure motivations? Like, think about it. Lance has never really had a big motivation throughout the season. I mean, he had his family, sure, but that wasn't nearly as motivated like something like Paige, who wanted to find her family, or Cheryl had nothing but us to go to. Keith had nothing left to go to as well. I mean, going back to Cheryl, he was a prisoner. Laura wanted to fight for people, avenge her people, fight for the greater good. I mean, even Hunk had some sort of motivation as far as his family for time to time. But Lance, I know Lance. You can make the argument that Lance's motivation was so called his family, but the way they made it work is it's a weak motivation, and I don't even hardly call it a motivation. It was just meh. Lance was just there. That's probably the best way I can describe Lance. Like like they portrayed him as being a main character when the series started, and then after the fact they just made him to basically fan service. If Keith wasn't a thing, then Lance would probably be the absolute definition of fan service. Keith wasn't there to steal his thunder. Alright, let's see. There's a trend between popular characters, milking them out for fans, then turning them to trash when they suck, such as the tragic life of a fictional character. Absolutely 100% correct. Correct. Some of the writing of Voltron is absolutely questionable. It's by far not the worst. It's by far not the best by any means. One of the glaring things is the plot armor in this show is absolutely insane. And it's so obvious when they use plot armor. Like back in season 7, the Paladins should be dead. They should be dead. Real talk, the Paladins should be dead. Minus Alora, well, she's already dead. But you get the point. They have had their butts handed to them on so many occasions, been absolutely outclassed, outsmarted, even by pig standards, and have still pull some kind of bullshit at the end, and they get the dub. That's probably one of my biggest gripes of Voltron: excessive use of plot armor. It's like almost down to power of friendship plot armor. I mean, it's probably worse than the plot armor we saw in the last episode of She-Ra. I mean, it was that bad. And even though Atlas turned into a gigantic mech, I mean, even that extremely sketchy doesn't make any sense. I mean, considering everybody who made the Atlas designed the Atlas to do A, B, and C. They designed its joints to be able to handle A, B, and C. The Atlas turned to a mech. So much of the Atlas's structure, so much of the Atlas's mechanics, it has to be altered so differently to go from a stationary ship to a mech that has multiple moving parts, moving joints. That does not make any sense by any means. It's probably one of the many things they had to shoehorn in there just at the last second. Because it looks cool, like the Atlas little squeaker who's probably going to eat the stuff up, probably more so what the audience is. This like that little kid it was like, oh my god, cool mech robots. But it's kind of what the target audience is for that kind of kid or teenager just here for the mech robots. Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense at all, but it looks cool, and they fight like a badass. That's pretty much it. But going down, it makes no sense. I mean, and don't get me started on Voltron and Atlas combining. I have no idea what to say about that. I mean, a lot of the stuff, like when the Paladins pull some kind of crap like that, I was asking myself, okay, did they ever train to do that? Did they ever know they can do that? They even remotely even think about that the robots are even remotely capable of doing stuff like that? They just do it just for the sake of, the Lions told me to do it, the Lions gave me a feeling. I mean, like, what is the point of the Paladins if the Lions are doing all this crap for them? I mean, the Lions could probably pilot this stuff themselves at this point. They'll probably make better pilots than the freaking Paladins themselves. They're pretty much literally telling them what to do. And they're clearly capable of doing stuff on their own. I mean, we've seen them fly by themselves before. I'm surprised scratch that. They probably didn't have the Lions form Voltron on their own, so that would completely derail the entire, that was a voice crack, the entire point of the Paladins doing all that time to form Voltron. If they just make the Lions form Voltron on its own, that would be absolutely fucking pointless. Yeah, and how about those those general, you want to talk about, okay, the generals have the Grim Reaper in their pocket. You want to talk about characters that should be dead? Unless your name's Axa, the generals should all be gone. Zephyr, Ezor, those would be dead. I don't know how in the living hell they survived that explosion. I didn't know why the flying fuck Keith even saved the Zephyr. It just and you want to talk about being in the Grim Reaper's pocket? Ask Ezor and Zephyr of how to be in the Grim Reaper's pocket because they should be dead. They really should be gone. Okay, let's go look on the hellhole on Twitter and see what the flying fuck people are talking about on here. We revealed, okay, let's see, a Voltron impersonation account. That was back in December. Okay, this is fucking pointless. Let's go in the latest. Let's see. The ending absolutely destroyed me. I've been crying, barely a mess for hours now. That's about a good summation of what the fandom is going through right now. Voltron is being bad, racist, LGBT phobic, no more in surprise, but having 8 seasons is blah 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 blah. Seriously, okay, racist. Okay, it's like you retards don't know the definition of racist, and it's. I thought it was homophobic, not LGBT phobic. You guys made yet another phobic already. I mean, that's the rate these people make some kind of new phobia is kind of astonishing. Actually, it's quite impressive how fast they make up these phobias. Anyway, it's basically the second comment though. Oh yeah, LGBT phobic. I just don't know what to say. I mean, racist is far from racist. Again, going back to what I said before, just because a Laura died and a Laura happened to be a black chick doesn't make the crew automatically racist. And if the crew was homophobic, then why in the flying fuck do you see this at the end of the show, man? Come on. If the crew was homophobic, you would not see this. You wouldn't see Zephyr and the Ezra relationship. You wouldn't see freaking Adam for the split time we had on. You wouldn't see Jack should have anything to do with LGBT. And I do agree with him in one point. I do think it was kind of, I guess, misused. I mean, it could have been done a wee bit better. But that's just the Voltron series as a whole. Everything could have been done better. I think I can define Voltron as a series as good, but missed potential everywhere. It's kind of like Jackie in Star Wars vs. the Forces of Evil. A character that's just glowing potential, but the crew just absolutely fucks it up in many, many, many ways. God damn, I miss Jackie so much. Okay, let's see. Let's read some more comments. Oh wow, today's the anniversary of Sandy Hook. I did not know that. Rest in peace. Let's see, 4 minutes. And at least some of these comments are not that bad. Let's see. Nah. Sunset Klance moment. Klance stands are still in denial. Feels bad. See, at least the freaking she-shippers, the plant shippers, and even the Kalora shippers are taking this well. The clan shippers are taking this as we all expected, like absolute dingbats. Yeah, let's go read some more comments. Let's see. The plot armor is thicker than Voltron itself. Abso-fucking-lutely. Drag season 8, but finish it. Like I said, I did skip a few parts to season 8, like some of the filler, like some of that broadcasting thing. I think that black M. What the fuck did he call that? MP. What the flying fuck were those fucking planes called? Oh, MFEs. Thank you. The black guy that paused the MFEs, a little broadcasting. I think I skipped through most of that. That was probably just a drag filler because the writers just probably couldn't think of anything else to add through there. So they just gave it a drag filler. Some other filler like for some reason they're right smack in the middle of a war, in the middle of a big old battle. Hagar's tracking them down. They just go to a clear day. They just have a freaking carnival right smack in the middle of all of that. Yeah, I think a Kincaid? How the fuck do you pronounce that? This is how you know my fucking rock comprehension is a dumpster fire. I freaking heard his name a quadrillion times and I still cannot comprehend his name if my life depended on it. Let's see. Alright, let's try Tumblr again. Let's go back to my friggin' whatchamacallit. Let's go check some of the gold I've actually seen. Deck the halls with bills. I'm Harley. La la la. Clancy is a cannon. That's probably most of the fandom not named Clance right now. Who does not ship Clance. Such joy. Clance was low key fucked in season 4, man. But The sheer size of Clance just gave it just absolute just maximum overdrive types of just bullshit. Oh look, it's a post that kinda is not an absolute dumpster fire. Voltron said fuck the storyline. Do it for the aesthetic. That's exactly what this is. What is the point of this Altea marks? What? There's no point. Literally ecstatic. Literally just fan service. That's all. Hating season 8. I don't hate season 8. I'm not either a Clan stan or a Lawrence stan, so I cannot agree with this picture. But I'm pretty sure most of the Lawrence stans and Clan stans can mostly agree on something because a Lawrence did somewhat happen at the same time it kind of went full Latora. Like, it was canon for like a few episodes, then it just sunk itself like towards its last moments, literally the exact same thing. In all, no ships canon. No, at least none of the main ships are canon. Let's see. Of course, you have freaking Hunk and Shay. That's canon. You got Zephyr and Azor. That's canon. Matt and that other chick. That's canon. Shit. I'm sure on that dude. Other dude. I don't even know what the fuck his name is. That's canon. I might go include a Lawrence in there because Lawrence dead. There's lady no point. That's then sunk. And this is probably just a one gigantic middle finger to all the main shippers who ship a lot of the main ships. uh, in a way, I'm not even that mad that a lot of ships did not become canon because if a Lawrence fully became canon, there'd have been an extra dumpster fire. Plants became canon, there'd have been an even bigger dumpster fire. If Clans became canon, oh my god, that'd have been the apocalypse. So none of the main ships being canon is kind of a decent icing on the cake. Here's a good joke right here. Poor Sokka. If Sokka unless ever parallel, that would probably be Sokka's reaction, just pure silence. Let's go back to see some tweets, see how the flying ships may crash, but the cringe is forever. Absolutely. I was trying to think of something, but I think my brain is absolutely just imitated the Hindenburg right now, so my brain is just going full non-cognitive. Oh my god, all these voice cracks. Excuse my voice cracking. Friendship ended with Voltron, now it's She-Ra. My sincere condolences, She-Ra fandom. You're about to be bombarded with clanties. And in a way, the She-Ra producers kind of deserved it in a way. And especially with the She-Ra's producers' comments regarding Voltron. I mean, Voltron's writing, again, has not been that great by any means, but it's 10 times better than what She-Ra's cooking up right now. I mean, She-Ra is an absolute joke. But that's for another video. I'm here to talk about Voltron, not She-Ra. Shit. Everything wrong with Season 8, not necessarily in this order. Oh my fucking god. Okay. No, I don't want to cast this bullshit game. There we go. Let's see here. Okay, I'm not gonna read this fucking essay. Okay, let's read some more comments. It was pointless that the Paladins enter the consciousness of Minerva. It was just to drag out the show. I did not like how Laura was just forced into the uncorrupted Zarkon to see that terrible past. It's not white. What is this wall of text? It's the absolute big old wall of text that I am not gonna read. Let's see. And I do agree it was absolutely fucking pointless for the Paladins to enter the consciousness of Minerva. Like, in hindsight, like, what it really could have added to the crew defeating Minerva, Hag, or whatever the flying fuck you want to call her, it wasn't anything really that massively what's the word? That definitely massively different. I'm just gonna say different. That could have aided towards them defeating Minerva, really. I mean, when you think about the way Minerva was defeated, was with Laura sacrificing herself from the get-go in the first place, and I'm pretty sure, thanks to the path that Laura took by consuming that little entity, I think it was called an entity, little burgundy flowing spore, little motherfucker. Why is She-Ra shit on episode? Why is She-Ra shit on episode 2? What? And She-Ra as a whole has just been absolute dumpster fire. The writing is absolutely atrocious. But Okay, but going back to Allure, like I said, it's absolutely fucking pointless. I mean, literally nothing in that experience could have been added to the crew defeating on Nerva, the way, especially considering what the way they did defeat on Nerva, and yeah, Anthony, there we go. That whole thing, like I said, was just drag out the entire fucking show and the fucking episode. It was just a lot of filler. Honestly, Voltron should have lasted 8 seasons. I think Voltron should have lasted, I think, at least 5. Because they could have concentrated a lot more on the quality. I mean, they were going for quantity over quality. And over quality. They just went to try and drag it out as much as they could when it still made at least a little bit of sense to most of the people in this fandom, which is not saying much because most people in this fandom are not the brightest bananas in the bunch. And they just dried out as long as they fucking could. And no, in a way, it worked. I mean, a lot of people are saying you don't want to give Netflix a dime. A lot of people are saying they don't want to give Netflix any more money. It's too late for that, guys. You already gave Netflix plenty of income. I mean, it's way too late to say this now after you watched the entire season. To say that I'm not going to give Netflix any money. I'm not going to give Netflix any more support or anything like that as far as Voltron is concerned. It's way too late for now. It's way too late now. You already gave them their money. You already paid that Netflix subscription. You already gave them the ratings to make their money. You already gave them the views. You already gave them the merch purchases. You already did all of that. It's way too late to try and say, oh, Voltron's dead to me. Voltron's going to go bankrupt now. Oh, please. Those guys are swimming in pools of money right now. And they can think for the fandom being extremely naive, especially the shippers. Especially the extremist shippers. Let's see. Expanding a show for the fans is a terrible practice. I'm Filipino and Voltron went longer than any Filipino television. You know that's great reference. Yep. And yep, Allure is very well a mad character. Allure pissed me the fuck off earlier. I found Allure to be very, very, very fucking naive and can just be flat out stupid sometimes in most indications. Like she uses her fucking feelings sometimes as her main driving point instead of using logic and actually thinking and really going through the motions. And this is not even about the status of they're in a war, they gotta think on their feet. No, some of these scenarios just flat out common sense. I mean, even in that little thought bubble when she met Zarkon, hey, Allure, instead of screaming the fuck out of Zarkon and getting absolutely fucking nowhere, be a little bit sympathetic. I mean, you do realize that this version of Zarkon you're seeing is not the Zarkon you fought. And instead of screaming Zarkon and screaming at this version of Zarkon and could potentially move this guy away from you, what you could do is do some actions to get him on your side and kind of see what exactly he's done in his past and really try and use that as an aid for your cause and really use that for an aid of how to defeat Hagar instead of screaming your top off all the time, getting to your feelings and not using your brain. And let's see, is Allure Mary Sue? Kind of. She's not much of a Mary Sue as Adora from She-Ra. She's not much of a Mary Sue. That was my phone. She's not much of a Mary Sue as Star Butterfly. She's not much of a Mary Sue from Rey and Star Wars. She's not much of a Mary Sue as Katniss. But she is a Mary Sue in her own right. Like, especially the fact that a lot of things just seem just to click for her. Just out of the deep blue. Like some of the... she makes Star run for her money. You see, at least Allure is smart. Star's a dumbass. That's the thing. At least Allure is smart and has brains. Star's an absolute dumbass. So, and in Allure's defense, she uses her brain. She's actually fucking useful. Actually tries to grow sometimes. Star does jack shit the entire time and needs a fuckload of people to get shit done for her. At least Adora is somewhat independent in her own right and actually knows how to use her powers to benefit others around her. Star is an absolute dunderhead and an absolute joke of a fucking character. And I'm sorry about the ringtone about that. That is the Tom and Jerry scream. Its intent is actually to scare the living daylights out of my co-workers at work, and it works every single time. Love this ringtone. Okay. Virgin Star versus the Chat Allura. The Chattalora. Can you guys elaborate on the Chattalora? I heard that term before, but I cannot put my finger on it. I'm sorry if I'm being absolutely an absolute just dodo right now, because I am not understanding half the shit going on right now. Okay, well, we get some clarity on that. Let's go scroll through some more of these comments and see how people are taking this switch. Okay, let's see. That's just the fandom as a nutshell. I am not gonna watch that essay again. Oh, and got another thing. The leaks were fake. The leaks were real, by the way. The leaks were real. They were absolutely real. Told you. Let's see. Oh yeah, Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry is one of those shows that will forever and always be funny. Like, you can watch it 20 years from now and it will still be funny. That's how good that show is. That's comedy done right. Let's see. The family's also completely eaten up Baby Lotor, which I knew they would. At least that's given some kind of this pathway from all the other shit shows going on. But it's not really working because Clarence Tess and the Lawrence shippers are going batshit right now. Let's see. I'm waiting. Huh? Veronica and Axel scenes had made some people happy. If people are going full shipping mode, I mean, like, does the word friendship exist? Does the word looking out for someone who's kind of an outsider exist? Does those kind of words exist in some of these people's vocabulary? I mean, clearly Veronica had the hots for Keith, for crying out loud. I mean, why does she have the hots? Well, actually, no, why doesn't she have the hots? That's actually a terrible statement on my part. Who doesn't have the hots for Keith? Seriously, I'm talking about in the show standpoint. I mean, even most of the freaking people in this fandom will want to marry Keith. He's a fictional fucking character. So, am I surprised? It's just friendship means no point going bash it over it now. The show is over. So, all this, yep. So apparently, friendship means an immediate jump to relationship. To the logic of most of these people in this fandom, absolutely. Okay, Keith fucking punches the screen. Nice. Let's see here. Let's see some more shit on here. Laura and Lance got a kiss as well. Laura jumping back and forth. I got a kiss with Lola too, and I got a kiss with Lance. I see you, Laura. Just kidding. Let's see. Accurate representation of the ships right now. This is just a bunch of graves. Most of the main ships are gone. Hey, is it me or have this post on fucking loop? I could have sworn I just saw this picture fucking before. Let's see. Nah, it's not. Okay. I must be a fucking idiot. What the fuck? The fuck is this? Okay. Somebody Nintendo was having way too much fun. That's adorable. Let's see here. Fucking hell. How would Clans become canon after Season 8? My god, let it go. Oh my god. You're right! You're right! You just realized Hagar and Nerve had a better arc than Lance. That is absolutely true. Hagar, I kind of with 3/4 of the screen time as Lance, had a better arc than Lance. That's incredible. Okay, I may have to wrap this up soon. I gotta go to work in about 5 minutes, and I gotta deal with idiots. It's Friday night. We're gonna be fucking packed. If you guys don't know, I work at a go-kart track, and it's Friday night, and we get fucking swamped on Friday and Saturday nights. And I gotta leave in about 6 minutes. Because we are about to get bombarded with idiots who cannot drive. Take my word for it. If you think working at a go-kart track is fun, it is not fun. It is cancer. Do not work at a go-kart track. I would not recommend it. Too many idiots cannot fucking drive there, man. Okay, let's go back to Twitter before I gotta call it quits. Because I gotta deal with all of these. I gotta deal with all these fucking idiots now. Okay, let's see. Accept every ship is kinda clearly dead. Pretend my ending is the true ending. Well, that's why we have fanfiction for. Who Who's still alive? I'm alive, obviously. Let's see. The power of friendship and bullshit everywhere. Abso-fucking-lutely. Like, what is absolutely making a decent fucking and it makes some kind of fucking goddamn sense? This, okay, we're just gonna give him some kind of bullshit magical power. It's just going to end that guy right then and there. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this stream up. This is not gonna be all my analytical behind. I'm gonna make a separate video when I actually have some time to really go back into the series and actually think more things through and give more detail. This is more just for instantaneous thought about my thoughts on how the series conclude, about how season 8 ended. This is more so instantaneous instead of waiting for like a fucking month for this fucking idiot's guy to pop up and have my dumb computer to crash and then I gotta do it all over again like happened last time. I actually canceled season 7 because my computer was just being retarded. So with that said, thank you guys for participating in the live stream. I will see you guys in the future. And one last thing before I conclude, I will be right back. Class is fucking dead! Fuck yeah! Fuck class! Go to the abyss! You fucking excuse my fucking shit! Hell yeah! Oh, that felt so good. Alright guys, peace.